Hello, my friends. I am Mariana, and I welcome you to my channel for spiritual evolution with this fourth video for awareness. We've set the previous week for 5 principles that will help us start changing, and we follow them every day. First, we don't live with fear. Second, we improve every day our diet. 3. We think with positive ways, and we drive away all the negativity. 4. We talk with such a way that our frequency of our words is friendly to our body and our soul. And 5. We lead with gratitude. We feel grateful for all the good things that we have in our lives. I hope that you put that into your lives. Now we'll go on and we will be talking about awareness. What does Osho say about awareness? Your level of consciousness is exactly alike with the level of awareness you have. Be awake in the present time, in the present moment, since you have conquered the awareness of our body, your mind, and your emotions. Then those three are interconnected. Now, let's see. How do we understand that we evolve? First, our health is in a higher level, and we face anything that bothers us easier, with an easier way. Second, we start to feel secure. That brings more energy and shining that makes people trust us. We realize this thing and we feel more secure than before. 3. We're not as anxious as before. We follow easier the flowing of life and we don't care too much for the result. We enjoy our journey. 4. The difficult part of life don't seem so serious anymore, but we feel able to manage. 5. We welcome life without fear for tomorrow. 6. We have more patience with the others. We don't focus to the things that annoy us, and we don't pay attention to the negative things of the other's characters. 7. We start to notice our thoughts, and we think that this belief can bring us forward into good situations, and we understand that we have to change it. Is this belief right? Does it lead me in happy ways? 8. What matters most is that some people that we have in our lives and we focus there, leaving the arguments and the disagreements and fights aside. The only thing that matters is the love we feel for them, and we feel the love and the connection. Examine your thoughts, even if it is for your child or your colleague or your husband, and think with a smarter way. So, the more we develop, the most calmness we feel inside. We understand that the others are not perfect, as we are not, and that they are doing the best they can according to the beliefs that they have. What is needed here is to throw away every belief is not ours and it is implanted, so as to find our own belief and our own self. To live in the present and not in the past, since we follow thoughts that came in the past and stayed there for the rest of our lives. For example, if when I was a child I had a father that was yelling at me and I was coming back into myself and I was scared, I have the same reaction with my boyfriend, with my supervisor, with my friends. I have to understand now that I'm not a scared child and I have power and I can change it. Um, It is essential to understand from where it originates. A small child doesn't have the experience needed to understand what is really happening. But the programming is founded in his subconscious mind, and it will be following us through our lives. But now that this child is a grown-up person and he doesn't need to be frightened, he can use awareness to understand that he can face all the things and he doesn't need to be afraid of anything anymore. So he breaks free from this subconscious belief because it is not useful to his life anymore. This example was for you to understand the mechanism that is used and to show the way we can break free from our programming. They don't have to follow us through our lives. We will not let it. We will change it. We will examine every single fear, every belief, every negative feeling. Awareness is not Awareness is to comprehend what is coming from our subconscious mind. As the example of the little child, maybe when I was very young, someone made me feel abandoned. He left me with a very cruel way. Then, if it provoked a trauma, then it is a part of the programming we use. I will feel abandoned from the others, or I will be I will not be able to get away from someone or a situation. When I will have awareness in my life, when I will understand how this trauma had been created into my life, then the next step will be to leave it behind me. We have to live with consciousness and making choices, the choices that will bring closer to our real self. If we start doing that, then we will learn to listen to our inner voice, who will tell us what to do, what is right and what it is not right. An inner voice starts to exist through awareness and guides us. We all know what we have to do. The point is why we don't listen to that inner voice that tells us. Think, do you follow what you believe? Do you live having a dream? Are you doing what you have to do to make it come true? Are you making the right moves to bring near you what you long for? We have to have awareness for our acts so as to bring us in the situation that we want. Otherwise, life flows and years pass by without doing anything, as if we were sleeping. So, it is important to be there with awareness, living at the moment. Be aware to everything we do. We drive to work and we don't realize how did we reach the point that we get out of the car. As if we're machines. Our thoughts are flying away from one to the other, and we are not there. This chat inside our minds has to stop. We're not different from a crazy person that speaks to himself and we see them outside on the road. The only difference is that we're doing silently in our minds. As you drive, be there. Touch the wheel and feel your hands. They're hot. I feel my back touching the seat. I feel my breath. I'm calm. How many times I want to hear a song and in 10 seconds my thought has flown away and I put it from the beginning again and again and again. And I try. Try with that. Listen every note. Dive inside the music. Listen all the musical instruments and their melody. You will feel great enjoyment. as if you have never listened music before, because you have never indeed, with this inner way, with awareness. With a little bit of trying, I will bring awareness to my life. When somebody tells you something, you will be able to figure out what is behind that and why he's saying something like that. And you will not be frustrated or getting mad at him. So the result of your awareness will bring calmness and understanding. It needs to be focused all the time, but it will be easier for you to watch yourself and watch others' reactions. Keep some distance from your thoughts. See them from outside. Watch your own thoughts. Examine your relationships. Are the people that surround you important? Examine your choices. Is this choice suitable for you? Is it what you wished for? Or you have chosen that because of from fear, from insecurity, or because it was easy and you don't want to feel difficulty. I know that it requires energy, and since you start, it will be easier then, and it will start happening spontaneously. It will be a part of you, a part of your thinking. Examine yourself. Do you live according to your beliefs? How do you treat yourself? How do you behave to others? If you have a certain kind of behavior, why do you have it? From what feelings is it coming from? Is it to feel secure? Is it to feel strong, powerful? Is it to feel skillful? Is it from fear? The first step is to understand, and the second step is to change it. Both are important. So, for this week, write down these questions and try to answer them to yourself. This will help you to figure out what goes wrong, the things that you shouldn't do and the things that you should do to bring happiness near you, and the decision to avoid the negative things that you do, to lead your life into the direction that you want, to conquer your dreams, your targets. Remember, we are the creator of reality. Think. If you like what you heard, press the like button and subscribe, and press the bell in the indication all for being informed when a new video is coming for the continue of spiritual evolution. Until next week, be good and try to be aware in everything you do. Bye bye.